Hello everyone, and welcome to my YNR Update 24 channel. I hope you're having a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up before we dive into today's Young and the Restless update. Claire is informed by Victoria in Los Angeles that Noah has emerged from his coma and is expected to fully recover. She is relieved that Nick can unwind for a while. However, Nick is not at all at ease because he just slugged Mitch/Matt in the shadow room. Sienna Weiner. Mitch protests that he doesn't know who Nick is, but Sienna threatens to call the police. Nick refers to him as Matt and lets loose, threatening to murder him if he approaches his family. That is not a danger. That's a promise, he yells. Sienna asks her husband, what the hell was that all about, as Nick storms out. Nick Weiner. As Sienna laments that Noah's parents believe he is someone named Matt Clark, Mitch acts foolish and sidesteps. He says he doesn't know why people nickname him Matt. Sienna is certain that something isn't quite right. Nick Newman doesn't appear to be the type of person who would randomly hit someone. Mitch threatens to unleash his fury on the Newman if she doesn't stop now. Sienna is unfazed and wants to know if Mitch has ever met the Newmans. He wants to know the truth about Noah and her. According to Sienna, they only got along because Mitch wanted her to respond to his inquiries regarding the company. All of a sudden, she questions whether this is really her husband's business endeavor. Matt Weiner. Does Claire regret having sex with Holden? Victoria questions Claire about Holden while they are still in the cafe. Claire acknowledges that she has discovered a lot of fascinating details about the man she has been dating, which has caused her to consider her desires and dislikes. She tells her mother that every decision she made was her own, but she can't help but worry if she went a bit too far. She's not sure she wants to live life on the edge as Holden does, so the only thing she's wondering about is who she did it with. She's been thinking about where she wants to go from here and with whom because of this vacation. Claire Weiner. Hospital events. Meanwhile, Nick has returned to the hospital, where Sharon finds out that he threatened and struck Matt Clark. Nick clarifies that Noah's collision occurred close to his home as they swap notes on Mitch's denial of being Matt. Sharon will not put up with this man's abuse. Nick swears he won't approach her. Sharon questions why Matt Clark has returned to them, and why he pursued Noah, despite the fact that he is supposedly dead. Nick Weiner. When Sharon and Nick pay Noah a visit, he inquires about his whereabouts. They obviously have more knowledge than they are disclosing to him. Why is his room being equipped with security? They look at each other warily. Nick and Sharon go outside to discuss the amount of information that is safe to share with Noah with the doctor. They are instructed to be truthful. However, keep an eye on his response and stop if he gets irritated. They are subsequently informed by the doctor that Noah's bandages can be taken off. Sharon is eager. Nick tells dad jokes in Noah's room while the nurse starts removing the bandages. When he is finally free of them, he asks, "So, how bad is it?" His parents reassure him that Ali will always adore him and that he looks fantastic. When his girlfriend's name is spoken, Noah's demeanor shifts. He says it's because he misses her, but he doesn't want her to come out. Noah turns back to the mishap. They question him about Sienna, Mitch, and the shadow room. Weiner Noah. Jack informs Diane at the Abbott residence that Ali told him about Noah. She will update them. Talk shifts to Kyle's pain. Diane believes they ought to advise him to return to Los Angeles. They argue until Jack recognizes the reasoning behind it. They tell Kyle to go fight for the woman he loves as he enters. Diane Weiner. The last scenes. Claire tells her mother in the LA cafe that although Holden taught her a lot, he isn't the one. Where does Kyle fit into this? Victoria wonders. Claire isn't prepared for the level of dedication the Abbott is seeking at this time. It's too much too quickly. She intends to concentrate on her work. Kyle deserves to know, so Victoria begs her to tell him. Holden shows just as Claire is ready to head out to catch her flight home, offering to accompany her to the airport. They are traveling together. Diane and Jack persuade Kyle to return to Los Angeles at that precise moment in Genoa City. Diane Jack Kyle Weiner. Sienna questions Mitch in the shadow room about why there is animosity and why Nick Newman believes he knows him. Why does he refer to him as Matt? Mitch, what aren't you telling me? Mitch Sienna Weiner. Noah claims at the hospital that he met Mitch in London and that he suggested he move to Los Angeles. Nick informs him that they connected after Sienna contacted his phone following the accident. Why hasn't their son informed them that he has been visiting for months? Sharon wonders. Noah flashes to an intense makeout session with Sienna after asking if she mentioned that he had been at the club the night of the accident. Do you remember something? Asks Nick.